A very good morning, class. So, class, up till now, we have finished chapter 1 till chapter 9, all the topics of your secretarial practice syllabus. Today, we are going to move forward to the next chapter, but before I introduce the name and the topic to you all, I have got some questions. Please think over these questions and then check the answers which I will be disclosing you in the next slide. Alright, so here we start. Tell me or think over, why do you invest your money in a bank in the form of fixed deposit or recurring deposit, or even for that matter take savings deposit? Why do you invest your money in a company's shares or securities? What is the aim of business organizations and joint stock companies? So class, I want you all for 2 minutes think over these questions before I disclose you all the answer. So this was the first question which I asked you. The answer to this question is this. Oops, sorry, don't go by his expression. But yes, we basically invest in a bank, in savings, in FDs or RDs because we get interest on the money. That means we are expecting something in return, correct? The second question was, if you're putting your money in a company's shares in the form of debentures or buying the shares of the company or giving deposits to the company, why do you do that? Because you're going to get something on return. That is called as ROI, return on investment. That means you are expecting to get back something in return for the money you're giving. The next question which I asked you was, what is the aim or objective of business organization or JSCs, that is joint stock companies? Of course, the very simplest answer ever, because they also want something in return, and that return is called as profits. So class, I hope up till now you're getting the topic, what I'm trying to ask you. Here are some pictures. I want you all to observe and identify what are these pictures trying to tell you. I'm giving you all 2 minutes to think over the answer, if you can. I hope you all must have identified what these pictures mean. The first picture shows split decision. What is split decision? The decision is divided into 2 parts by a slash. So that is nothing but called as you're splitting up your decision. If you read this word reverse in the reverse order, it's called as reverse psychology. And last but not the least, the easiest one. I hope you must have identified this. The word shows candy. Class, basically this slide was just a small exercise of your brain. There's nothing to do with the lesson which I'm going to teach you. It was just a kind of 2 to 3 minutes break for the exercise of your brain. I hope you liked it. Alright class, the main question I wanted to ask you all was, what is the return on investment in shares or share capital of a company called? Do you remember? We have already finished this in our previous chapters. I hope you all know the answer and it must match with the picture I'm disclosing. Correct, it's called as dividend. The next question is, what is the return on investment in debentures or deposits of a company called? Correct, perfect, it's called as interest. There's a close connection between dividend and interest. And what is that connection? The picture very well explains you. As you can see, the person is trying to maintain a balance between the risk and reward. सुना होगा ना आपने, डर के आगे जीत है. Until and unless you take the risk, you won't get reward. So sometimes in life you need to take risk so that you can get rewarded later on. So basically class, putting your money or giving your money to an institution or a company involves risk, correct? Share market is filled full of risk. But until and unless you take the risk, don't expect the reward. And the reward is nothing but the return, which we mentioned. So class, today we are starting with the most awaited chapter of our secretarial practice, as I'm getting most of the requests that I should start this particular chapter. As I wasn't well, so there was some delay in this particular chapter. So now class, finally we are starting with chapter number 10, dividend and interest. Our today's topic will be just dealing with the introduction and some brush up of the word dividend. So let's see what's the meaning of dividend as given in your textbook. The term dividend is derived from the Latin word dividendum, which means that which is to be divided. It is that part of the profits of the company which is distributed amongst its shareholders. Dividend is a share in distributable profits of the company, to which the shareholder is entitled when it is formally declared by the company. So as we have seen in the previous slide class, whenever you're investing in the share or share capital of a company, the return on that particular investment is called as dividend. The word is derived from the Latin word dividendum, which means which is to be divided. So this particular dividend, which is derived on the shares or share capital of the company, is that part of the profit which is to be distributed among the shareholders. So dividend is a share in distributable profits of the company to which the shareholders is entitled when it is formally declared by the company. So that is what is the meaning of dividend, and all this thing we have already seen in the previous chapters. Now let's see what is the definition of dividend. There are two definitions given, one by ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, and the other is given by Supreme Court. So let's see both the definitions one by one. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has defined the definition for dividend as a distribution to the shareholders out of the profits or reserves available for this purpose. So the meaning is very easy class. It is that part of the shares, that part of the profit of the company which has to be divided amongst the shareholders when it is formally declared. The Supreme Court has defined the definition of dividend as, in case of going concern, it means portion of the profits of a company which is allotted to the holders of shares in a company. So all the definitions are very easy to understand. So what is dividend? Part of profits of company who is getting the holder of the shares of the company. So the definition is very easy. Now class, did you notice there is one word which is mentioned over here, going concern. Now let's have a look, what does this particular word mean? A going concern means a business that is operating and making profits. That is what is called as a going concern. Profits available for distribution and profits available for dividend both are different terms. The profit which the company is making and the profit which is available for dividend, both are different. Now let's see what's the difference. The profits available for distribution, that means the former, the first one. This means maximum profit which law allows a company to distribute to the shareholders by way of dividend. And the latter means the second one, profits available for dividend, means profit which the directors consider should be distributed after making provision for transfer to reserve, past losses, etc. Now try to understand this, what I am explaining. Profits available for distribution का मतलब होता है this is permitted by law. लॉ बोलता है अगर आपकी कंपनी 1 लाख का प्रॉफिट कमा रही है तो ये 1 लाख का प्रॉफिट आप आराम से डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हो टू द शेयर होल्डर्स बाय वे ऑफ डिविडेंड. ठीक है, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज प्रॉफिट अवेलेबल फॉर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. नाउ प्रॉफिट्स अवेलेबल फॉर डिविडेंड का मतलब होता है दिस इज दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रॉफिट which the directors consider should be distributed after making provision for transfers. Now for example 1 लाख लॉ बोलते हैं कि आप डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हो. ठीक है, now this 1 lakh if the directors consider this 1 लाख में से मान लो उन्होंने 20,000 रिजर्व फंड में ट्रांसफर कर दिए. ठीक है, इसमें से 10,000 उन्होंने लॉस के लिए एडजस्ट कर लिया, whatever past losses they had. So out of that 1 lakh 30,000 is being transferred. ठीक है, बचा 70,000 70,000. This 70,000 is the profit that the directors think कि अभी हमने सब ट्रांसफर कर दिया, रिजर्व में डाल दिया, लॉसेस सेटल कर दिए, तो जो पैसा बचा this 70,000 that is distributable among the shareholders in the form of dividend. ये देना चाहिए because ये बच गया है. So that means these are the differences, that is profit available for distribution and profit available for dividend. ये फर्क है दोनों में. So I hope the फर्क is clear to you all. If not, please rewind the video and listen to my explanation once again. Still, if it is not clear, please let me know in the comment section. I'll again try to explain this part in the next lecture. So we have saw the meaning of dividend and the definition of dividend. Now a quick brush up related to what are the features of dividend. Dividend के features क्या है? In your textbook, there are total 14 points of which I have divided it into 2 parts, 7, 7. So that first 7 and after 7, it will be easier for you all to understand. So let's see what are the features of dividend mentioned in your textbook. It is the portion of profits of the company paid to the shareholders. So this is what we saw. It's given in the meaning and definition of dividend. It is payable out of the profits of the company. So whenever your company is making profits, you will get your dividend. Dividend is an unconditional payment made by the company. कोई condition नहीं रहता है. If you have invested in the shares of the company, if the company is making profits, तो 100% dividend मिलेगा. There is no condition put कि अगर इतना invest किया है तो ही मिलेगा. नहीं. Even if the person has invested in 1 share of your company, he is entitled to get the dividend. So there is no condition in the payment of dividend by the company. The company can pay dividend only to the shareholders, that is जिन्होंने equity shares में invest किया है और preference shares में invest किया है. Only these 2 types of shareholders is entitled to get the dividend. If the company has issued equity shares with differential rights as to dividend, the terms of issue of such shares will govern the rights of shareholders about receiving the dividend. तो अगर आप लोगों को गलती से याद होगा, in the very first chapter, corporate finance, when we started, I explained you all equity shares has 2 types, you know, voting rights and differential rights, correct? So equity shares अगर आप issue कर रहे हो with differential rights, नाम में meaning है ना, every shareholder will be having different rights, correct? So when the person is having different rights, तो उनको dividend मिलने के भी जो rules होंगे, जो regulations होंगे, that will be also different. So that is what is this particular line is telling, that if the company has issued equity shares with differential rights, the terms of issue of such shares will govern the rights of shareholders about receiving the dividend. Whatever rights are mentioned, as per that, the shareholders will be getting the dividend. Dividend cannot be declared out of capital. Capital से dividend नहीं देते हैं, profit से dividend देते हैं. Please be very clear about this particular line. Dividend can be declared only on recommendation of board of directors. So all these topics we have already finished in our previous chapter. Before I move on to the next slide, giving you all 2 minutes to just understand what we just finished. So please go through this class for 2 minutes. All right, so I hope you all are clear with this particular slide. Moving forward and continuing the topic, the next 7 points. Dividend which is recommended by board of directors is approved and declared by a resolution passed at the AGM by the shareholders. I hope class you remember what is the resolution. Resolution is nothing but the motion which has got maximum number of votes and accepted by maximum number of people in the AGM. That particular motion becomes a resolution. And motion, it is the topic on which discussion has been taking place in the meeting. तो ये सारे terms आपने पिछले साल पढ़े थे. Please be very clear with the terms. So basically this approval is given by the board of directors only when a resolution is passed. That means majority people have voted in favor of that particular topic at the annual general meeting which is conducted by the shareholders. Then only that dividend is being distributed. Dividend for any previous year cannot be declared once that year's annual account has been approved in the AGM. So please pay attention to this particular point class. मान लो dividend for any previous year. In the previous year आपके कंपनी ने profits कमाया था, ठीक है? But आपके कंपनी के पिछले साल के accounts settle हो गए हैं, close हो गए हैं. Okay, so when your company's previous year accounts are closed, approved हो चुका है annual general meeting में, and you forgot to declare the dividend in that particular year, तो आप वो dividend फिर से declare नहीं कर सकते. That is what is this particular point is telling. So dividend for any previous year cannot be declared once that year's annual account has been approved in the AGM. So you have to pay attention to this particular point. अगर आपके कंपनी के एनुअल अकाउंट्स क्लोज हो गए, अप्रूव हो गए AGM में, whatever at what particular date you decided, then आप उस साल का डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर नहीं कर सकते. So before your accounts are finalized, see to it आपका डिविडेंड के रिलेटेड टॉपिक्स should be clear in the meeting. Dividend once approved and declared by the shareholder creates a debt. It cannot be revoked. अगर मीटिंग में एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग में डिसाइड हो गया कि डिविडेंड डिक्लेयर करना है, सो नाउ दैट बिकम्स अ डेट. लोन हो जाता है ना कंपनी पे, बिकॉज उसको पैसे देने हैं. सो वंस द शेयर होल्डर डिक्लेयर्स एंड अप्रूव्स द डिविडेंड, इट बिकम्स अ डेट ऑन द कंपनी. तो किसी भी हालत में कैसे तैसे करके यू हैव टू पे ऑफ योर डेट. इट कैनॉट बी विड्रॉन. रिवोक्ड मीन्स वापस नहीं लिया जा सकता. बोल दिया, बस बोल दिया. रिमेम्बर, कभी खुशी कभी गम, अमिताभ बच्चन, कह दिया ना, बस कह दिया. सो इन द सेम वे व्हेन द शेयर होल्डर्स अप्रूव, मतलब अप्रूव. ठीक है? गेटिंग गोइंग इन द ब्रेन्स. ऑलराइट. Dividend includes interim dividend. Now what is this interim dividend? We'll be seeing in the further slides in detail, so don't worry. For your knowledge now, I'll just give you all a shortcut. Interim dividend is nothing but it is the dividend which is distributed 2 times, you know, between the 2 annual general meetings. As you all know, the company should conduct minimum 2 AGMs. ये भी हमने last time पढ़ा था. within a period of 15 months. 15 months के period में the company should conduct 2 AGMs. So interim dividend is the dividend which is declared between 2 AGMs. So don't worry class, ये अपन topic brief में देखेंगे in the next slide. Mostly the dividend which is declared is annual. Annual मतलब yearly रहता है. Okay. The dividend must be paid in cash and not in kind. Kind मतलब कैश को छोड़ के आपने कोई गिफ्ट दे दिया या कोई वाउचर दे दिया. All this is not acceptable. Dividend है तो it should be given only in cash. उसका कोई substitute नहीं चलेगा. Okay. Dividend is to be paid on paid up values of the shares. जितने भी shares invest किए हैं उस हिसाब से you have to give the dividend. For example, 100 paid up shares. अगर 100 shares का पैसा आया है तो 100 shares का dividend declare होगा. Paid up means what? The value of the shares which is paid. आपने पैसे भरे हैं. So if the person has bought 50 shares, paid the money for 50 shares, तो dividend 50 shares के ऊपर मिलेगा. So whatever value the company has received from the person, total number of shares का, उस पे ही dividend declare होगा. Dividend cannot be paid on calls paid in advance. ठीक है? So if you all are paying money in advance, company ने नहीं किया है. Company didn't say कि चलो भाई give me all the money of your shares. But still आपने भर दिया है advance में. You won't be getting the extra dividend on advance payment वाले shares पे. याद है ना कंपनी कॉल करके बोलती है, याद है on calls in arrears. This topic we have finished in part 3, issue of shares, classification of share capital. Please अगर भूल गए हो please refer to that video. बॉस बेबी आए थे, याद है, उन्होंने आपको समझाया था what are the different types of classification of share capital. So if you are paying money in advance to company of all the shares, even if the company has not called कि भाई सारे पैसे दे दो, so please don't expect कि आपको dividend भी पहले ही मिल जाएगा. That won't happen. Okay. So is this clear class? These are some of the features of dividend. I know too much है लेकिन easy है. अगर आप ध्यान दोगे, order is not important. Just remember क्या क्या points थे. That what matters. इसका order आपने उल्टा पुल्टा लिखा, that's all right, no problem. Okay. Just keep in mind this interim dividend we'll be covering later also. So no worries. नहीं समझा, ठीक है. Chill, relax. Don't take stress. Tension लेने का जरूरत नहीं है. We'll be continuing in the next lectures. All right. एक note है यहाँ पे. जैसे I told you, the term dividend usually refers to annual or final dividend, unless it is specifically mentioned as interim dividend. So usually whatever dividend is declared, that is final or annual होता है, साल के हिसाब से मिलता है, until and unless specify किया है कि भाई ये interim है. Okay. Now tomorrow we'll be covering the topic legal provisions on dividend. So we'll be seeing as per Companies Act what are the legal provisions which are put on the dividend. This particular topic is divided into 3 parts. Legal provisions on sources of dividend, legal provisions for declaration of dividend, and legal provisions for payment of dividend. Sources, dividend कहाँ से आता है, dividend declare करने के लिए क्या क्या है, and dividend pay करने के लिए क्या क्या legal provisions है. This all topics will be covering in the next session tomorrow. So I hope class you are clear with the meaning, definition and features of dividend. So thank you so much class for listening to me, and a small request again, if you are liking my videos, please do subscribe to my channel. Tell your other friends also to do the same if you think they can also benefit by watching this particular videos. And please keep practicing the letters. Write at least 1 letter every day without seeing, and later on check and see what are the mistakes which you have conducted. Okay. So stay tuned, keep watching, keep learning, and most importantly, take care and stay healthy. Till we meet in the next session tomorrow, I stop here for today. Thank you so much, class, for listening to me.